Hey, FUB community. We're continuing with our video series on interface automation triggers. So today we're going over our appointment created trigger. So this will trigger automation when an appointment in Follow Boss is created. Like all of our triggers, we pull in the data related to the event, in this case the appointment, and then also the person in Follow Boss. And so you can filter by any of these parameters to only run the automation in the scenario that's relevant. One of the things that you may want to filter by is the type. That gives you a lot of options. If it's a showing appointment, or if it's a listing appointment, you can then notify a listing coordinator, letting them know to prepare the info for the agent for the listing appointment. Let's go to conditions and advanced filters and look for the type. So here's the appointment type. Let's put in showing equals. So in this scenario, it would only run if it were a showing appointment. And now we'll go to our actions. So one of the things you may want to do if it's a showing appointment is populate a custom field. So you can put the date of the appointment in a custom field, and then you could use that to create a smart list for all the people who are in the showing stage or active client stage that don't have a showing appointment in the last 14 days or 21 days. So you could see which clients are getting stale because they're in the showing stage but haven't gone on a showing appointment recently. Other things we can potentially do, we could trigger action plans if you're in automation 1.0, automations if you're in automation 2.0. We could also pause those. So let's say you have a new lead workflow running, and now that you have this was a buyer consultation or listing appointment, now the emails for a new lead may not be relevant anymore. So when the appointment is set, you can pause the new lead action plan and then trigger an appointment set action plan. And then obviously you can apply tags. So if it's a buyer consultation, you can do a buyer consultation tag, or if it's a listing appointment, you do a listing appointment tag for tracking. And then we could take a look at some of the other automation capabilities. So we can send out email notifications. So like I mentioned earlier, listing appointment, you could send email notifications to the listing manager or sales manager. We have Slack notifications coming soon. Interface analytics. This will allow you to send all of your appointments into our system so you could track all of your appointments. In the meantime, you could use Zapier for that. So if you have an appointment tracker spreadsheet, like a lot of teams do, you could trigger a zap that sends the appointment data onto that spreadsheet for tracking. So you could see how many appointments each inside sales agent set for the month, and then anything else that Zapier can do. Another thing you can do if you're using our form system is when an appointment is set, we can actually schedule a text to go out to the assigned agent after the appointment, and the text will have a link to the form the agent will need to fill out to explain what happened on the appointment. And then when that form is filled out, it'll come back and update the appointment with the outcome, add notes into Follow Boss, and then automate everything else that needs to happen. So inside sales agents really love that because the bane of every ISA's existence is chasing after agents to find out what happened on their appointments. Another really great use case for that is if you are a Zillow Flex team and or if you're just using showing time and you have appointments coming in through showing time, then we can schedule that text. And so now you can automate the process of collecting outcomes. If you're using Zillow Flex, it's really helpful for keeping your stages updated without having to chase after agents to manually update the appointment and then update the stage. And so that's one of the use cases that teams really love, is sending out that post-appointment text. A lot of automation capabilities for the appointment set trigger. We'll be doing more of these automation trigger videos, so stay tuned.